What up, media? I am Drewize, and this is Drewize Topics. Thank you for clicking this particular topic this morning, where the sun is shining so bright. And thank you for viewing my previous videos here on this particular social network video streaming. Thank you. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. All real, all honesty, all genuinely, all sincerity. I appreciate it. And I surely tell you, and I tell the world, and anybody that come across this video and click on it and be curious about this particular topic, and I tell you that the world will know my name. The world leaders would definitely know my name. I call myself Drewize, but a God that I believe in called me by another name, and that's a fact. Now I want to talk about this topic referring to myself. I want to talk about where I came from, my mother and father, my upbringing, and my purpose that God risen me to do. Okay. I came from a city up north in Ohio. That is Cleveland, Ohio. I was born in a hospital that is Catholic in Garfield Heights. November 4th, 1987. Now this man called me a millennial, but I disagree with that. Ever since I took on this walk with the Most High and believe in the anointing teaching of His chosen man that came to us 2,000 years ago, but should have came in this time period. Some say he's a prophet. Some say he's the Son of God. But I say the Master is a teacher. A teacher. To teach us and put us on a straight path, a upright path, vertical path. You know what man I'm talking about. Anyways, I came from my mother and my father. My mother was 17 years old. My father was 19 years old. They were dating, did not get married yet until she had my other two siblings. So categorize me of how I came forth. They call that fornication. But I'm not ashamed of that, because some of us in this world today that walks and breathes and still lives were made and came forth out of fornication. You know? My mother, while she was carrying me and while I came forth, we was living in her parents' home. My grandfather, you know, was a man that means something in my life, and now he's no longer here anymore. But I still got the memory up in here that he still lives in here. You know, and he passed away at an early age. You know, at an early age. My mother took care of me while she was living under my grandparents' household roof. My mother had to drop out of high school to take care of me. True enough, like some young mothers do, go back and get some type of certificate called GED. While she was carrying me, you know, before I came forth, she was working at a little job at that time, living in Cleveland, called Taco Bell. My father, 19 years old, young black man, was working, I think, in a hospital that my other grandmother worked. Or he worked at some Pet Supplies Plus, wherever he worked at. But my upbringing, as I grew up, you know, I was taught and raised in a religion that is categorized as a cult. True enough, my mother tried her best. And she did a good job raising me, my brother, and my sister. She did a good job. And people can tell every time I walk or wherever I go and people see me, they can tell and say, that man, that young black man has been raised right. Look how he carried himself. And look how he talked. And they say, who is your mother? One of my friends, she's an elder woman. She said, your mother did a wonderful job. Wonderful. True enough, my father came and see us. But at the same time, he got married, remarried, you know, and had children up in Cleveland. 2 other children up in Cleveland. He came to see us. He come, he had to go. My mother brought me and my brother and sister up in a religion categorized as a cult, you know, which is the Jehovah Witness religion, you know. True enough, my mother taught me the name of Jehovah. True enough. But it was a default in an era, you know, an era. Because as I got older, God put people in my life either go to the church or mosque. And either it was my girlfriend, associates, or friends. They gave me a Bible, a holy Bible, at the age of 15 years old. I read the Holy Bible. And I flipped back, all the way back, to the very end of the Bible. Look in, I think it was the table of context or index. And I looked up the word Jehovah. And it said, see Lord Yahweh Jehovah. Now, my grandmother, my father's mother, she gave me a book, and it had on it these faces, and it had the body of a beast, talking about these nations and stuff. And I read it while I was living with my mother when we came to Akron, Ohio. I was at the age of 18 years old. You know, living with my mother for a season till I got out on my own. I was on my mother's porch. It was sunny, hot. And I was reading that book that my grandmother gave me. I was on the porch with a big afro. A big afro. My mother saw me on the porch reading that book. You know? But my mother, I love my mother. And I prayed to God about her and my father, my kinfolk. And I prayed to God. And I asked God, bring my family out of this religion of a cult that they twist your words all the way around. And they believe in a man, a Caucasian man, that came in the year 1914, thought of the Watchtower. And he twists your words around, Jehovah. And he said something about a selection of people. Oh, I plead with God. I said, God, demonstrate like you had Moses demonstrate. And bring out the people. Bring out my family. Out of this bondage of a shackle of the mind. Bring them out of this cult of religion. Because Jehovah, you did not say out of your mouth about a selection of people. You did not say that. And I told my mother, the 144,000 people are already up there with God. Already. He saw these particular people already. He saw. And he saw they was worthy. He saw that they was worthy. They was going here and there, preaching the word of God. And God saw that, and he brought them up to his household and clothed them with the finest garments. And they sing and rejoice. Look it up in Revelation. I asked God to bring my family out of this because it's an exodus. It needs to be demonstrated. My ex-woman, black woman, said to me, she looked me in my eyes. She said, Dre, baby, I feel that you are the one. Through him, this is what she said, through him is the one to get your family saved and bring them out of this religion. You know, they are shackled of the mind. They are brainwashed of the mind. Jehovah did not say these words that you got in your kingdom hall of this doctrine. He did not say that. But God telling me, he said, keep on doing what you're doing. Eventually, they will see me and you. Keep on doing what you're doing. You know, keep on. God called me forth at the age of 27 when I renewed myself through him and asked him to help me through this wrestlement. You know, God risen me up. He said, it is time. It is time. You came to me. You came to me. Now it is time for you to go. To go. And come to me, because I'll be right there to strengthen you. God said, I risen you. It's time. It is time. It is time. He told me straight up as an idea. I don't hear God's voice, but I notice God communicate me with idea. And I know God is real and manifesting in my life. And he's telling me to rise, and it's time to do what? You know. So, right now, I have a task to do. You know? True enough, when I was 2 years old, around that age bracket. It was a bad incident that happened to me that scared the family. And my mother still blamed herself for this. But God said, I am not through. And this child will not die. I'm not through with this. And I will not allow this child to die. In this situation, I was knocked out. Blood come out my nose of this particular fall that I took. The family scared to death. Grandmother shouting. My aunt shouting. My father in the shower, taking a shower, and he get out half naked, butt naked, to go take me to the hospital. My mother scared to death. But at the same time, knocked out, God said, not your time yet. Get up. And I woke up. See, I know my purpose, and I am walking with him, and he's right beside me. He's in the driver's seat, and I am in the passenger seat. See, Jehovah, that is the God I believe in. Now, I don't know what type of Jehovah doctrine that my family believes in, which is totally wrong. Totally wrong. True enough, you're mild-tempered. True enough, you're disciplined. But at the same time, you are preaching a scare tactic to the masses of the people. I love my mother. I love my father. I love my grandmother. I love both of them. My cousins, my uncle, my aunts. I do love you. But at the same time, you will see from yourself, you know, and you may say, oh, that's my son, that's my grandson, that's my cousin, that's my nephew. And you will say, yeah, that's him, but take a close look. Take a close look. What do you really see? What do you really see? He said, when you turn over a new leaf and come to him and follow him, it said, you become a new creature. So what you looking at this, what are you really looking at? What are you really looking at? You're looking at him that's in me. And he will show you why he's in me as I speak. Just like I feel like I am a young Moses. I am a young Moses. To go down into this world, tell Satan and this Pharaoh of a government and say, let my people go. Let my people go. And Satan and this Pharaoh of a government said, who told you to tell me to let these people go and free them of your truth that you say opinion is true? Who told you to tell me that? And I say to you, well, I say that I am told me to tell you that. That I am. I'm 29 years old. Don't even look my age. Don't even look to have 3 children. Don't even look. I have a son that's going on 13. I have a daughter that's going on 11. Another daughter going on 9. My one middle child daughter that's going on 11, she's about to start middle school. I have a job to do because I know they are watching me every step of the way. So I have to guide my children. Not my mother, not my father, not my grandmother, not my uncle, not my aunt, not my brother or sister or cousin. That's not their job to do. It's to guide my children. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. So I thank my mother for raising me right. Because my mother said, I'm not going to raise in my house a nigger savage thug. No. My mom said, if I catch you sagging your britches and showing your behind, I'm going to stop this car and spank your behind. I love my mother. But at the same time, I prayed to Jehovah and asked him to bring my mother out of this religion, of this cult. I asked Jehovah to bring my father out of this religion cult. I asked him to bring half of my mother's side out of this religion. Let them go through that exodus. If you break down the word exodus, it means separate, come out. Separate yourself from this kingdom hall. Separate yourself. Come out of this. Because that's not what in your doctrine that you teach in that kingdom hall. That is not what Jehovah says. It's not. It's not. So, Jehovah gave me the thought and said, just be quiet. They will see. They will see. They will see. He's telling me right now. He said, peace, be still. I just want to share that about myself. To you. To you. I am a living proof testimony. A living proof testimony. So when I do a message in a particular church, or I decide to ask the permission of the brothers in the Nation of Islam to do a speech, a message, not too long, not too long. Drewize, and this is Drewize Topics. Post a comment, like, share, and subscribe. I am out. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Peace and farewell.